Welcome to the Hive Mind. If you're new here, this is a contrarian thinking live stream where we are not afraid to think past the headlines. So if you are easily rattled or offended on behalf of others, this is probably not going to be the stream for you. However, if you're feeling like you want to crash out because you're sick of the lies surrounding not just the Idaho 4, but damn near everything when it comes to the headlines, politics, government, the economy, life, who knows? It doesn't matter what side you're on. If you're just sick of being lied to, then this is the stream for you. You found your people. I'm gonna go put on the crash out jersey. Give me 30 seconds. Did not expect this, but it's needed. All right, much better, right? Much better. At least now it's fitting. 30 seconds. I thought that was. I'm not even going to set myself up for that joke. Last night, we did the Hive Mind trigger. Tonight, we're going to do what I'm calling a Hive sync. My goal is that this is not easy the first time we all do this. We have over 700 people in here right now tuning in. The Hive is going to have 1 minute. Tonight's topic is the Idaho 4. I'll change these up. But the chat has 1 minute to decide on the same word that everybody will essentially spam the chat on. I'm not going to give any clues. The topic is Idaho 4. Every single person that sends something into the chat, it has to be the same word from every person within a minute. Does that make sense? Here we go. Hive sync topic, Idaho 4. Good luck. And I don't have any background music. So it's like elevator music. Do, 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 do. I'm curious. Oh, UFO Dog's throwing 69 in there. You guys got to teamwork, Hive. Come on, teamwork. Oh, man, this is going to be close. How many people are just like gripping their phone, typing the same word over and over again? I got to add music the next time that I do this. All right. Well, 0 for 1. It's not a bad thing. I was hoping that this was not going to be something that was very easy. And what I'm going to do now is when and if this happens within 10 tries. So the Hive has 10 tries to get this right. There's no communicating backstage in the Discord or anywhere else on any other platforms. There's no cheating. I will let you all pick whatever it is that I have to do if within 10 times of doing this, you guys are able to sync up and all type the same word in the chat. So I actually am curious as to what some of those ideas would be. A Hive face tattoo. Dye my hair pink. Reasonable. See, Detective Mallory, I knew you had a reasonable comment in you. I got to live with that forever. That could be a good one, Davina. There is zero chance. Call Koberger on air. Change my name to Birdie with the RBF. SC. How fast was or how hard was everybody like gripping their phone, just like clenching their teeth, like psyop, sheath. Let's move on to the Hive Mind finds. This is pretty weird. This is very weird. And Sergeant Gunderson to Dylan, okay, when I overheard you talking last night, and it comes up on the closed captions.
Scared, like, can you guys come help us? And that's always so that man right there. That I'll show you around.
There did go in there.
Yeah, and that's when he told us he needed to call the cops right now.
Do you mind just waiting over there for me, please? Okay. When now I overheard you talking about last night.
Yeah.
And now I overheard you talking about last night.
Yeah.
Oh, about last night. Okay. Okay. I understand that they are trying to blur stuff out, but why would that be blurred before the dude even steps out of the police car? This is blurred back to 2019. Why? Why would 2019 be blurred out? 2015? Okay. Am I tripping or is this the same car? So you're telling me that they've just replaced every single year with the same photo. This is now 2003. Yeah, they're dude, come on. They really did that. They really did that. They replaced every single year with the same photo. See, this is what I'm trying to say. It bothers me because you want to know what someone's going to say? Someone's going to say, Birdie, that's irrelevant. They're doing this to protect X, Y, or Z. Bullshit. I don't know who has like an X account or a Reddit account and actually uses it. You will see some graphic, unredacted, not blurred out shit on all of that. All of that. Crimes, shootings, stabbings. All of the time. We can't see a damn road and a house. Are you kidding me? Now, I don't know if anybody's read this People magazine. I have not. Most times, whenever I get sent an article that I feel like is going to be interesting, I try to wait until I'm on stream to actually read it and react. Do you read and write English? Yes. What is your true and legal name? Brian C. Koberger. What is the highest grade of school you completed? Master's level. Have you ever been diagnosed with a mental health disorder? Yes. It's a mental health and eating disorder diagnosis recognized in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. Unlike anorexia or bulimia, ARFID isn't about body image, weight loss, or appearance. Instead, it's driven by other factors that cause a person to severely limit what and how much they eat. Are you currently prescribed any meds? Yes. What is this taken for? So Koberger's got hypothyroidism. Koberger did not try and claim he was not of sound mind because of any of these four diagnoses as it pertained to entering his guilty plea to the 4 charges of murder. He also wrote in the filing that he was aware of the fact that if the judge accepted his plea, he would likely be sentenced to serve 4 lifetimes in prison along with an additional 10 years on burglary. I've never understood the burglary. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Arrows appear in the sky. Are you guys seeing that? Well, what's comical about it? Is this normal? I don't know what's funny. Like, what is this? As a video editor, I'm genuinely curious. Jeff H, what's so funny about asking what these arrows are? I mean, sorry that we're all not privy to being a video editor of 30 years, but like, what is that? Editing or splicing? It says, do you want me to break this down into a forensic chain of custody perspective? What it would mean in a court if a defense attorney argued this video isn't the raw footage? So the authenticity and integrity. The claim is that this is not raw. Any sign of overlays, meaning the visible arrows, very visible arrows, like AI-like glitches or color shifts, creates doubt that the video is an untouched file. The defense could argue the integrity of evidence was compromised. Chain of custody. Body cam evidence must be preserved exactly as recorded with a clear log of who handled it and when. If the video shows editing artifacts, a defense lawyer can question whether the proper chain of custody was broken. Imagine that. Is that the first time that we've heard chain of custody argued? And again, the defense doesn't need to prove reason or prove tampering. It needs to only prove reasonable doubt. The arrows appearing in the hands glitching equal multiple opportunities to argue this was manipulated or corrupted. Bottom line, if these kind of glitches show up, it gives the defense a powerful narrative. What is your unbiased AI opinion on those? If I had to give it to the jury in one sentence, it would be this video is not an untouched original recording. The overlays and glitches show it's been digitally altered in some way, whether by sloppy exporting or intentional editing. Let's move on to the next Hive Mind find. This is actually from Luna Bliss. Luna had said, does anyone remember the 2022 post from 4chan that had some coordinates to a random location? Well, a user in the Idaho 4 Reddit recently drove to them and posted their findings, thought it was cool. Someone finally followed up on it. And I grabbed this screenshot too from the Discord. It said flowers, leaves, and butterflies. Here is a sight to soothe your eyes. A mini forest outside your home. You might even find a gnome. They're different coordinates. Hive, what are the theories? Is this where the knife is at? I agree, Essie. Not a damn one has solved this case. I vote Beck goes and looks. Does this have the body of a Hyundai Elantra? Get the out of here. That's pretty weird. This also comes from Luna. It says YouTube question and or theory. We are finding out that the DNA under Maddie's nails was an American Indian male and female DNA. Could these people be the DoorDasher and her husband? We know the husband was killed right in front of her. Who was her husband? There's been a remark, quote, you left your calling card. Was the calling card the DoorDash bag? It's right in front of us, and it seems odd the way Xana's name is on the bag. Was Xana the target? Could the driver have dropped off someone? She's there in the area for 15 minutes or so. Was this a cover up for waiting for the murders to happen? Then they leave. DoorDash arrives after Rosie was there. We are finding out that multiple people were there, but to what capacity? I don't know. Just thinking out loud today. Sometimes things are right in front of us. We interpret wrong or dismiss it. I would be curious. Has anyone ever left a DoorDash order / fast food bag as a quote calling card in a hit murder? So the pattern, DoorDash or Uber Eats driver arrives, then violence. There are a few disturbing cases where a delivery driver shows up right before or during a murder. Sometimes the food isn't even touched. The delivery may act as a distraction to get the victim to come to the door, a signal for someone else waiting nearby, a calling card, or a cover operation. Alleged groups or entities involved. Let's break it down by possibilities. We're not saying this is proven. And obviously, I'm being very open. This is just, an AI bot. DoorDash orders sent to the victim's address as a distraction before the hit. There's speculation that fake accounts are used to track movement or deliver the final warning. Wow. That's crazy. Organized crime cells. Some believe that delivery drivers can be informants or set up men. That was from Gamble. Good job, Gamble. Occult linked symbolism freaks. Some theories say in certain rituals or revenge killings, they leave symbols, including a sealed, untouched bag of fast food at the scene. Fast food is modern ablation. This is the fringe of the fringe. But even between serial killers like Zodiac or BTA, they left strange tokens. Wouldn't you think that Idaho 4 would pop up on this? All right. Now, look into this specifically regarding the Idaho 4 case and Molly, the DoorDash driver. Okay, so DoorDash delivery is made to Xana at approximately 4 a.m. Police confirmed this in their PCA. They even cleared the DoorDash driver. But hold on, something doesn't add up. The timing of the delivery that had, geez, I can't talk. The delivery came minutes before investigators believed the murders occurred. You're telling me a random food delivery just coincidentally happened in the exact murder window? Highly unlikely. That is a tactical delivery window. Molly was never publicly identified. Boom. Despite being one of the last known people to interact with the victim, no interview. There's only body cam footage, no footage, no public statement. All we ever get is she was ruled out. Who would rule her out based on what evidence? Who placed a DoorDash order? Here's where it gets conspiratorial and serious.
Please retrieve your nearest tinfoil hat. Place hat firmly on your head.
Some believe Molly was sent to confirm the target was home, knock or ring and see who was awake, possibly even unlock the door. If it was rigged to a smart lock or left ajar, her presence may have signaled all clear. If this is true, it would imply multiple actors, and Brian Koberger might just be the fall guy. The order was a decoy. I'm going to say this. Line it up with the official story and tell me your unbiased thoughts as to who or why, as to who she is working with, or as to why she is choosing to do it. Let's fact check as we go. Is Molly only named once in the affidavit? Is that a fact that it's only one time? I mean, there's too many coincidences in this case. It's too messy yet too clean. It's too easily explained with minimal investigation, is how I would sum it up. All right. It says unbiased analysis. Scenario 1, innocent driver unwittingly part of the timeline. Hive, what are we thinking about that one? She's a real DoorDash driver. It was legit placed by Xana. Wrong place, wrong time. Cops verified her identity, GPS, delivery data, and ruled her out. The pros, clean and simple explanation supported by tech data. The cons, doesn't explain the incredibly tight overlap. Doesn't also explain the total media blackout. Yeah, some bullshit. Thumbs down. Wasn't she booked under a false name? Oh, see, this is the type of stuff. Where did that just go? Texas mess. See, that's the type of stuff that I geek out on. I don't care if it sounds stupid to people. That shit, to me, that's a great thought. That's a top dog thought. Who knows? Probably not. But it's very clever. I think, whatever. That's what this is for, too. It's just thinking out loud. So people would be like, Jack in the box and then Jack. No, I don't. I was just about to be like, I don't want to be friends with those people, but I don't think I could be. I don't think they could probably handle the way that my brain works. Right? Like, it doesn't mean it's wrong. That's a very clever thought. Scenario 2, Molly was used as surveillance. She may be tied to law enforcement, FBI, or even an informant program. Uses the DoorDash job as a cover. Sent to confirm Xana was home and awake, possibly part of a larger operation. Huh. This is what just drives me up a wall. She's a handler or a lookout, or Molly doesn't exist. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is what I mean. Like, how much longer can this go on? I don't know if I have any more. Oh, there we go. So ultimately, there's how do I say this? Personally, this is just my own opinion. I believe that we are far past a red pill, blue pill moment in this case. I think we are far past it. I truly believe that if you believe that Brian Koberger acted alone and that the timeline is accurate and that these court documents in the way that the news has spun them is accurate, it's one of two things. You either have not listened to anything but the news, or you're just choosing to ignore blatant inconsistencies, holes in the narrative, and this magic combination of words that forms the sentence reasonable doubt. Reasonable doubt. Proven beyond a belief. So that's where I stand on it. So I believe that most people in here are red pilled, but it's interesting because I've said this in the past. This case is a very obvious divider in red pill and blue pill, not just with true crime. It's almost in the entirety of life. The same people that their spidey senses went off, their bullshit meters redlined, they're the same people in other aspects that it does the same thing. And the same people that are just head in the sand, take everything at face value, always believe the government as their dad, never question it. Shame on you if you do. They get offended if they're called a conspiracy theorist. They get offended if they're called a name that goes against the truth. Well, F that. There's a giant part of me that is really, really, really just not able to wrap my head around why do people choose to be compliant in obvious wrongdoings. And I believe that if you are compliant, you are complicit when it's very obvious wrongdoings in public. I truly believe that. You don't have to go out and march and protest. You don't have to go out and, quit your job and pursue, proving Brian Koberger's innocence full time. It doesn't even have to be this case, but just try to learn. It is okay to be done with school and continue your education. And I don't even mean going back to school. I don't mean paying for education. You can learn anything that you want with the internet, with AI. It's the easiest that it's ever been to consume information and learn. I would challenge people in the Hive to continue to learn. I never want to be the person that is outdated with technology and doesn't know how to keep up with what my grandkids are doing. And, for better or worse, there's about a generation and a half that they got blindsided by it. They got blindsided by this wave of technology, social media, AI. And if you miss the bus on the first go around with the internet, or if you miss the bus with the first go around on a smartphone and you're still trying to catch up, it's like, good luck. you can apply that exact same thing to the news. Because if you miss the bus on those, if you miss the bus on the internet, on social media, on smartphones, there's a really good chance that you missed the bus on sources that are not mainstream. You missed the bus on independent journalists, citizen journalists who are just seeking the truth. They're not doing it for a monetary gain. They're literally just sick and tired of the system having their way with us. So, anyways, that is about as much of a rant that I will go on. Hive, I've really enjoyed the last 2 nights being more engaged with the chat. I hope you all have as well. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be doing, instead of, quote, coffee with Birdie, it'll be like a brunch with Birdie. It'll be at 10 a.m. live tomorrow morning. I like the Friday morning lives. 10 a.m. Central. I will be back on. And to everybody that did tune in this evening, thank you so much. I hope you all have a great night's sleep. And let me go through the super chats quick. Blue Eyed Candy, thank you so much. Sweet PB, thank you. Code, Gabby, Taylor, Les, Amanda B, Constance B, Sherry B, Candy 420, GG, Big Red, Blue Eyed Candy, Tina Skullscar, and Cradle. Thank you all so much. I appreciate that. Please hit that subscribe and the like button on your way out. And I hope that everybody has a great night. Cheers, everyone.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life.